Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Mike Lovins, and this is the first episode of Love in Stereo. This is the kind of show where sometimes I'm going to be talking about movies, sometimes talking TV, maybe video games. But to start it off, I'm actually going to be talking about music, which is probably my biggest passion, with movies coming in at a very close second. To start things off, I want to talk about my love of vinyl. Now, vinyl has been kind of making a resurgence. It's become somewhat trendy to listen to vinyl. And, you know, if you're a music lover like me, really, it is the best format to listen to music. But it can be kind of pricey. You might be looking at your CD collection thinking, you know, there is just way too much here to try and replace. It would be way too expensive. You know, with new vinyl these days costing between 25 to 40 bucks a pop, that can certainly get outrageous. And if, you know, if you're like me and you did buy into CDs when you know, when they were really big in the 90s, you've got a lot. So to try and replace them all might just be overwhelming. If you do want to replace some of your CDs with vinyl, or just have the vinyl along with the CD, another good option might be to check out your local record stores. You know, you can get used vinyl for, you know, 5, 10, 15 bucks, maybe on into 20 bucks depending on how rare it is. But still, for the most part, you can get some of the older records for much cheaper buying them used than you could be from buying new reissues and so forth. Another good option is to maybe think about getting greatest hits compilations. A lot of bands that have been around for a long time and have had a lot of music have put out greatest hits. And, you know, those go back, you know, old bands from the 50s and 60s on up to even newer bands like Blink-182 and stuff like that. So there's a lot of music that you can find on vinyl that can maybe break you in without breaking the bank. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you just a few of the greatest hits compilations that I have. These are by no means all of what I have, but a few of my favorites. So to start, this is a classic, and it's the Beatles, 1967 to 1970. And this is the compilation that's going to give you songs like Strawberry Fields Forever, Hey Jude, Here Comes the Sun, Come Together. Great songs like that. And the really fun thing about this one too is that the particular pressing that I have is actually on a transparent blue colored vinyl. Some people will argue that colored vinyl doesn't sound as good as black vinyl, and that may be true. I know that that is very true for picture discs. So, but still, I've enjoyed listening to this one, and it does sound good. There again, just to go back to saying, you know, bands from like the 60s and 70s. So Rolling Stones is a good one to have. I'm actually not a huge Rolling Stones fan, so actually just having a greatest hits to me is plenty. One of my favorite bands, and I'll even admit probably my actual favorite band, is Kiss. And so Double Platinum is a really good compilation of theirs. It's got a lot of their hits from the 70s before the disco era popped in. Now, like I was saying, you know, there are also newer bands that are putting out greatest hits compilations. And Foo Fighters is a really good one too. It's another band where I like the Foo Fighters, but I would not want to spend the kind of money to buy every one of their records on vinyl. I don't even think I own all of their CDs, but they do have some killer songs, and it's great to have this compilation on vinyl. And then, you know, as I mentioned too, there are the reissues, and I just actually picked this one up recently, and this has always been one of my favorite greatest hits compilations, Fleetwood Mac. And there's just not a dud song on this one, so a very good compilation. I got this one actually on on Amazon, and I think it was around $18. And now something to keep in mind though too is that there's various quality in the reissues that you can get. And another one I picked up recently off Amazon is Ramones Mania, and it's actually a 2-record set. Now the records themselves sound great. It sounds really good, and the cover art looks good, but you can definitely tell by really looking over it that there was something missing when they went to press on this reissue. On the back is kind of a bio of the band, and just as it starts getting good, it says continues on inner sleeve. There is no inner sleeve. So that's just one of the things with the going to press, that basically they just said, well, the front and the back should be plenty, and ended up completely leaving off some information that that I think I would have liked to have read. So anyway, so I think I'm going to stop there with the greatest hits that I have. So there you have it. Tell me what you thought of this video in the comments below, and also feel free to let me know if there's any greatest hits compilations out there that maybe I didn't mention that you particularly like, and whether or not that's something that you've been able to find on vinyl. Also, don't forget to check the description for links to some of my favorite local record stores here in Columbus, and perhaps some of those stores are willing to ship if you find something on their website or something that you might want. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And until then, I'm Mike Lovins. This is Lovin' Stereo. Thank you very much.